Summer is officially over and my garden is a mess. So I've got to get rid of everything that basically isn't these tomatoes over here and get ready for fall. This bed used to be what I called a salad bar garden, which had all of my leafy greens, all that stuff in it. But it's pretty much now just a place for weeds. I never realized how much I missed having lettuce anytime I wanted until I didn't have it. I actually have a few carrots left here and I'm gonna see if they're salvageable. A few weeks ago I had some really great sized ones. Not really. Out of all these carrots, I have 2 good ones I could keep. So this wild thing was the remnants of my lettuce that's growing that's a little bolted and bad. So we don't need this anymore. My plan, I'm going to leave all of this stuff in here. This is my pepper plant that I'm just going to leave going. And then all of these roots that are still in here, the next 2 days, I'm going to cover this whole entire bed along with the other ones with compost. So you won't even be able to see it. It's going to break down and just keep giving you great nutrients too. This is the remnants of my potato bed. Honestly, I already cleared some of the weeds out and I wasn't sure what I would get, but I already have tons of potatoes just popping out left and right. All of this dead, dried up, gone. That's part of the plant itself that's already dead. There are a few rotted ones, but honestly, they look really great. A lot of these plants are actually viable still. We see my broccoli that's starting to re-sprout. I'm tempted to leave it there. I won't though, because this bed is going to be my garlic bed, and it is the first time I'm growing garlic too, so I'm very excited to try that out. I've already got my garlic pre-ordered. Like, I'm ready. I love the fall anyways, so I'm ready to just get out here and just start working. I love the cold. Just like with the lettuce, I'm going to leave it all down here if I can. And actually, I believe it will grow back next year if I don't cut too much of it off, which I plan on cutting all of it off. Basically just leaving the root system down here. All these bugs can eat away at it. More random carrots with the broccoli. This was my big problem this year, is I planted 3 squash, zucchini, all right next to each other in this little bed. If you've ever grown it before, you already understand my problem. It was just way too overcrowded. I don't have any clue of what I'm going to do with this bed right here yet. I'm not worried about the root system interfering with the garlic. Garlic, you typically have to plant pretty deep. I think it's going to die off pretty quickly. I cut all the way down. Some of them are underneath of the root system, so there's nothing left there. And then I'm going to add probably 4 to 6 inches of compost on top, so the garlic is going to meet right where the roots are or just above it. I love garlic. We're going to see how disastrous that would go. Oh. Do not eat one this size. If you do want to do anything with it, keep it with for seeds. But this is a big, heavy boy. I have this one sad little pepper plant. I think I might leave them just to see what happens. It's still pretty warm. Maybe I'll get a few. My tomatoes have been the real problem child this year. They grew great, but I'm going to have to just basically chop a bunch of them down, prune them a lot. I'm gonna try to get as many as I can off of it. Like, it's so tall, I can literally just fold it over top of this trellis. I've got these basil plants that I think might be kind of diseased. Some of them that have these spots on it. I'm not sure if it's from the sun or disease, but I'm going to cut a lot of them out. I have so much of it in my garden this year. basically I'm going to try to get as many tomatoes as I can, Roma tomatoes, and I'm going to leave my beefsteak rainbow tomatoes because I have plenty of those. And just kind of, I only have probably about 30 days left in the season anyways, maybe till the frost hits. Now, my cherry tomatoes are a bit of a different story. They've just become so unruly and wild. You know, the big problem with my tomatoes in general is I didn't trellis them at all properly. But I'm gonna have to just get rid of these. It's in such a tiny space. There's just no soil left that could really sustain them. So I'm just gonna have to take whatever tomatoes I've got, which is not too many, and then the rest of them are just gonna have to go in the big compost bin. But I've had plenty of tomatoes, and these cherry tomatoes actually only cost me 10 cents last year. So the product looks actually really great, and I'm so happy it's done. If you want to watch one of my other videos, I've got how I made this bed here, and of course subscribe because here soon I'll be filling this bed up.